I am in favor of mass deportations. I've always been in favor of mass deportations. However, some people don't have the stomach for them, and it's been a very tough road to try and get them done, given the stickiness of the courts and some dumb decisions by our Supreme Court. But boy, howdy, has the Trump administration, I think, finally cracked the code here and has won some remarkable, major decisions in circuit courts for the movement and behavior of illegals and some massive fines that could be accrued by these people if they don't self-deport. Very interesting. It seems to be the strategy of the administration is to simply get them to go home to make life untenable in America. Then you don't, if they choose to go home, then you don't have to worry about the courts at all, right? You don't have to worry about what Sparkle Spookman or Amy Coney Barrett thinks about it all. They just leave. And maybe that's the way to do it. Make life untenable. And that's exactly what's happening here. Look at this. Full Fifth Circuit has issued an extraordinary precedential order, making it clear that illegal aliens do not have a constitutional right to roam free in the United States during their removal proceedings. Whoa. So this is saying that if you are facing a removal proceeding, which effectively all illegals are facing removal proceedings under this administration, can this administration get them up and out of the country? That's the question. This says that you're not allowed to just go drive around or go hang out. I mean, this effectively means that you could just be incarcerated the entire time. I mean, just whoa. This is crazy. So the appellant's opposition motion denied as unnecessary. Okay, so this is effectively saying, let's go ahead and read right here. Okay. Here's the court order. This is saying that illegals, outstanding work, says Harmeet Dillon. How many you fully understand the implications of this? The federal government does know exactly where most of the illegals in this country are currently residing. They've always known these people are getting federal benefits. And they're all about to be told that they're no longer going to be allowed to just roam around inside of the country. They are about to be ordered to surrender themselves to authorities at a specific location. The federal benefits being turned off and they're being debanked will provide incentives to show up at the required location and surrender. Assuming several million don't comply, they're still cut off from federal aid and will have to leave their current location because that's where the federal database shows they are living. So no more free federal support structure. They have to find a new place to live. They have nowhere to hide this time. They're going to self-deport. Self-deportations are going to skyrocket. Get in here. This is awesome news. It's crazy that this is even a thing where we have to overcome in the first place. A major order upholding the rule of law. Self-deportations are soon to skyrocket. Bam. Another major critical victory of President Trump, the American people, and the rule of law. Wow. Great news. Rogue judges and their bogus injunctions can shove it. Ladies and gentlemen, it continues. DHS just issued $84 billion in fines to illegals under the Trump administration. They issued 103,000 fines since Trump returned to office, charging illegals $1,000 a day for those who refuse to self-deport. That's more than they're getting in benefits. Our message is clear: leave now or face consequences. This comes on the heels of Clarence Thomas saying aliens have no equal protection rights against the federal government. In the most baller ruling ever from our Supreme Court, aliens have no equal protection rights against the federal government because they're not a citizen of our government. They're not bound by our laws. They cannot appeal to our laws. So haters are out here saying, so do we send them to collections under their stolen Social Security numbers or what? No, you debank them. You debank them. And that's the next thing the administration is doing, taking away banking services for people that are not American citizens. Rick Scott introducing bill to double civil penalties for illegal aliens. 1 year of immigration enforcement under the Trump administration. This is from the Deportation Data Project. These are libs, right, from Berkeley that hate America. This is what they have to say. The story of immigration enforcement in the first year and second year of the Trump administration is a drastic increase in interior immigration enforcement that occurs in the United States far from the border. It surged to 5 times the historic precedent you can see here in the graph. Whoa. Look at that. I want more deportations. I really do. But the signs are good. ICE arrests have surged in July, reaching all-time high under Trump. Highest monthly arrest date for total achieved. It's the first month of Mullen, and now it is skyrocketing. Trump ain't doing nothing. No mass deportations. You can see here the literal mass deportations happening. Massive volume. Trump's second term, foreign assistance has dropped off sharply. Total adjusted inflation foreign assistance down to zero, effectively. Mass immigration enforcement are here. Over 356,000 ICE deportations, averaging 1,200 a day. You got to get those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers. Whatever. It's fine. I mean, listen, it's better than it's been in my lifetime. That's a fact. Roughly 1/3 of the 1 million deportations being touted by the Trump administration appear to be recent border crossers who were turned back home. So that's troubling. And again, leads to a major question, which is, are you going to be able to deliver on mass deportations? Tom Homan was just asked this.
On day one, we prioritize public safety threats first. Another misconception. Oh, Homan only cares about the criminals. No, I don't. Just because you prioritize the biggest public safety threats doesn't mean we forget about everybody else. If you look at the numbers, just as yesterday, it's about 62% criminal and 38% non-criminal. I like that. I think it's better than saying 38% criminal and 62. But I would rather have more criminals than non-criminals. But the numbers shows we're almost even on criminals and non-criminals. So we're arresting everybody we find.
Okay, well, keep going. Now the debanking stuff is huge. Like making sure that you make life untenable, that you can't move throughout the United States of America, that you're not allowed the kind of liberties and freedoms that American citizens are granted. That's the point. The tables were turned entirely inverted, where foreigners who are here to parasitically take from our nation without paying anything in, not in blood, not in taxes, not in anything, right? Like all the rest of our ancestors build this country, die for this country, fight for this country, pay into the social services of this country. These people show up and simply get immediately on welfare and get paid, I don't know, like something like $5,000, $6,000 a month if they're able to scam the system, maybe much more if you're a Somali scammer. Anyway, the point is that they get more rights in America than a rightly born, native-born American, which this country is our birthright. And so flipping those tables is the single most important thing that will instigate mass deportation. If you give the alien the rights that they deserve, which is no rights, right? Because this is what Clarence Thomas has ruled is the law of the land. Doesn't mean I don't think they're human beings at all. That's against my religion. It means that they had more rights than American citizens and were doing better than American citizens. That needs to be reversed. So I should have freedom of movement in my country. If you're an illegal criminal, you shouldn't have freedom of movement in this country. That's not how we treat criminals. If somebody murders someone, you don't just like let them go. And this is now they're finally treating them like criminals. When you're a criminal, when you commit a crime, you vacate, invalidate some of your so-called rights. And that's exactly this is exactly how you should treat illegal immigrants. Oh, it's so nice to see. Finally. You got to get those numbers up, boys. Get those numbers up. Let me know what you think about how the president's doing on the topic of immigration. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe.